Give a call to the member for Blair.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. How is the government responding to the Optus data breach?
Give the call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for Blair for his question. The Optus data breach is of great concern, and I acknowledge the stress and worry that this has caused millions of Australians. When customers hand over their data to companies in Australia, they expect that it will be kept safe. And this kind of data breach should be an absolute wake-up call to corporate Australia. The government has been working with Optus around the clock to obtain the crucial information and evidence needed to conduct a complex criminal investigation led by the AFP in cooperation with the FBI. I spoke to the CEO of Optus on Saturday, having got a brief from the head of the Australian Signals Directorate on Friday night, and I know that Minister O'Neill and other ministers have been working around the clock on this issue. As the government continues to actively monitor risks for those customers impacted by the breach, our message to Australians is to be vigilant, not divulge data to unknown entities and to take advantage of the credit monitoring services. We know that this breach should never have happened, and the government expects Optus to do everything within its means to support affected customers. Clearly, we need better national laws after a decade of inaction to manage the immense amounts of data collected by companies about Australians and clear consequences for when they do not manage it well. We're committed to protecting Australians' personal information and to strengthening privacy laws through the Privacy Act review. Now, those opposite want taxpayers to pay for a problem caused by Optus and their own failures on cybersecurity and privacy regulation. I was surprised to read a media release from their shadow minister saying Labor must provide new passports for Optus victims. Labor. What that means is taxpayers should provide for that. Well, that's not our approach. We believe that Optus should pay, not taxpayers. And Senator Penny Wong, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, has written to the CEO of Optus, Ms Baya Rosmarin, today asking for that, and I table the letter from the Minister for Foreign Affairs to Optus. That is a big difference between us and those opposite somehow attempting to play politics and say that taxpayers should fund this after they sat on a failure to legislate appropriately for 9 long years. Well, we are dealing with this issue. We know that it does need to be dealt with, and we know that this has been an absolute priority for Australians. And on that note, Mr Speaker, I ask that further questions be placed on the notice paper.